Okay, Salman, yesterday there was a WBSS fight between Ryan Burnett and Donaire. Ryan Burnett unfortunately had to stop Adam Booth stopped the fight because Ryan Burnett had a back injury which he sustained towards the back end of the fourth round, where he went to throw a shot and he pulled something in his back, and after that he couldn't continue, or he went, the round ended, went to the corner, and Adam Booth thought enough's enough. Before that, he was doing very well. He was showing flashy combinations. He looked a lot faster than Donaire. A lot of people thought Donaire was towards the back end of his career. Carl Frampton recently beat Donaire, but Donaire obviously was the bigger man. Donaire came down from an upper weight to go move down to bantamweight. And, obviously he was the bigger man. So we don't know how the fight would have played out if it went the full 12, because we know Donaire's a legend. But he is at the end of his career. Most people think he's a sliding Donaire. And Burnett did look like he was getting the better of him early on in the fight especially. He looked a lot quicker, a lot faster. But unfortunately, he got an injury, and that was that. What did you make of the fight?
I thought, as you said, I thought Ryan Burnett was he was winning the fight, but unfortunately he pulled a muscle in his back, and I don't think he could continue. Like, he was basically saying to Adam Booth he couldn't carry on. But that's what I thought. Really, it was spoiled by the back injury. But I think if he had carried on the full distance, I think he would have won. I think he would have beaten him.
But yeah, guys, you know what? I think a lot of you, there's been a lot of debate that, that he got hit with a body shot and that caused the injury. Listen, he might have got.
I don't agree with that.
No,
he threw a punch and his back went.
He threw a punch and the back went. But a lot of you on my channel are saying, "Oh, Donaire did this, Donaire did that." Donaire, don't get me wrong, Donaire landed some good shots in the fight. But let's be honest, Ryan Burnett was landing the more effective shots, and he's landed more frequently as well. And, I'm not saying that Burnett would have gone on to win the fight. He was obviously, in my opinion, ahead in the fight. But what I do think is that obviously Donaire was the bigger man, so we don't know what would have happened. Maybe Burnett would have slowed down, Donaire would have come into it later on. But the fact is, up until that back injury was sustained, and it wasn't a punch that caused it. It was the fact that he went for a shot and missed, and his back went. There was no punches landed. People are saying, oh, there's a left hook to the body or whatever there was, then there was a delayed reaction. No, it wasn't. It was his back that went. When you get hit with a body shot, you don't start clutching your back. You're in the distress that he was in wasn't from a body shot. It's a completely different type of stress. The way he was moving across the ring, you could clearly see it was the back injury. It had nothing to do with any punch landing. There was another guy on my channel that actually said that, in order to prevent injury, you need to train hard during training camp. There's got nothing to do with how hard you train. Actually, the more harder you train,
maybe
the more chances you have of getting injury. So, listen, at the end of the day, those things can happen. I train myself, so I know that when you're training, anything can go. Your shoulder can go. Anything can happen. It's when you're in the heat of the moment, heat of the battle. When you're under stress, your body's under stress. Things can go. That's just part and parcel of when you're putting your body under intense pressure. That can happen. But for people to say that, oh, it was a body shot, or, he didn't train, that's a load of bollocks. It was just the fact that he went to throw a punch. Unfortunately, something twisted in his back, or something happened to his back, and that was that, and he couldn't continue. It wasn't his fault. It wasn't nothing Donaire did. That's why do you think Donaire was so apologetic? Or not apologetic, because at the end of the day, a win's a win, but he went over and he said, I don't like winning a fight like this, because he knew that he got a gift. I'm not saying Donaire might have won the fight. He might have later on knocked him out. Who knows? But the fact is, he got given a gift at that point, because at that point, I thought Burnett was ahead in the fight. And you can't say, Donaire was dominating. That wasn't the case. So, listen, Donaire won the fight. Fair enough. Burnett got injured, but at the end of the day, for people to come out with a load of nonsense that he got hit with a body shot, let's be honest, what happened here? He threw a punch, he missed Donaire, and that caused his back to go, and that's why he went. And after he got back up, you could clearly see that it was a back injury. It wasn't a body shot that was affecting him. You don't react the way he reacted to a body shot. He'd be down in distress if he got hit with a body shot. It was clearly a back injury. That did it. People saying delayed reaction. It wasn't the case. But yeah, guys, leave your thoughts. Let me know what you think of the fight. What do you make of the injury? I hope I've cleared things up. And guys, we'll see you in the next part of the video.